Hello, today is February 15th, 2025, and this is my weekly trade review where I'm reviewing an SPX and Condor trade, my trade to a million. This is all for educational purposes only. As we all know, trading is risky. You can lose money at trading. So please check with your financial advisor. Please check with your significant other and make sure trading is something that is suitable for you. This is not a trade recommendation. I am not trading this at 100 contracts at this time. I am trying to see, how is this, and again, it's getting to the point right now where I realize that it seems to be a good trade, but I'm gonna be a little concerned about will I get partial fills once I up the size to 100. That's the thing right now. So that's enough of that. Let's get to the trade review. The iron condor trade that I'm placing is a 10 wide iron condor at a 0.2 delta. If you need to know more about that, there's a lot of people out there who talk about that, and maybe one day I'll put something out there talking more about that. But this is for the kind of like experienced option traders or people who are new to option traders and want to learn a different strategy about, trading options and all. But my review. Monday. This is Monday. Monday, I placed my iron condor 10 wide, 60.80 on the call side, 20.10 on the put side. Received a $3.15 credit. Was able to close it for $2.50. I'm looking to the profit that I'm looking to get on this trade is anywhere. Say 25 is right around that 25% plus or minus 5%. I was able to place a trade at 9:31, and I was able to be out of that trade by 10:03. Let's go take a quick look at Tuesday. Tuesday. The iron condor trade worked again. I was able to place it my 10 wide, and all was 60.80 by 60.90. On the call side, 60.10, 6,000 on the put side. Received a $2.55 credit. Was able to close it for $1.70. Was able to open that trade at 9:32. And close that trade at 10:19. Next day, as we can see, what's on the chart? All you're seeing on the chart is my pivot lines. There's SVE pivot lines on here. There's my custom pivot lines. My custom pivot lines include a day high and a day low. The purple lines are where I'm actually selling the strikes at. That's all that's on the screen here. Let's go to Wednesday. Wednesday. I was able to place my iron condor trade, no problem. 10 wide on the call side, 60.45, 60.35 on the put side, 59.75, 59.60. Received a $3.70 credit. Volatility was crazy. I remember one of those days that day, and then it was able to close to almost $1. I started to take that dollar, but it was bouncing around there, and I said, let me just get out of this trade, and it is that you do that in the live account, you do that in the virtual account, and I was in the trade by 9:35, out of the trade by 10:16, and next day. Thursday, I got Condor trade, no problems again. Placed at 60.100, was out of it at 61.10 on the call side, 10 wide. On the put side, 60.35, 60.25 on the put side. Received a $2.75 credit. Was able to close it for $1.70 again. Almost that dollar credit on there, and I was in the trade by 9:35, out of the trade by 10:51. That was holding that thing pretty long. Again, I like being out of these trades by 11 o'clock, and this is why right here, because you end up trying to hold it all day long. Yeah, maybe you'll get a little bit more, but then you start getting greedy start kicking into your whole head and then you end up with mother ball losses. But let's go ahead and go down to Friday. Friday was a good day. I remember that was just yesterday, and I'm gonna squeeze this down where you can see the top and bottom lines and all. I was able to place that iron condor trade. I remember on the call side, I was trying to get above the previous day high. I ended up selling it a little bit below. I was kind of straddling the strike where everybody else was trading at. So I sold at a 61.45, 61.50. A lot of people was at 61.50, thinking the market wouldn't go above that, and it didn't get anywhere close to that, as you can see. And on the put side, was at 60.90 and 60.80. Received a $2.80 credit. I was able to close it for $2.10. And you'll see in the account it was a little bit different and all, but I'm recording it this way in the virtual account. So again, because I'm using the virtual numbers to kind of give me an ideal actually when I'm going full size live. I just say it once. I was in this trade by 9:33, out of the trade by 10:15. And that's pretty much it. Let's take a quick look at the spreadsheet. I got the spreadsheet back going again. That's the data from the account, and the spreadsheet itself is right here. But let's go over to the, let me minimize this. Let's go to the account first, then we'll go to the spreadsheet. In the account, you can see each day, these are 0-day options. That's the other thing. If you didn't realize, this is a 0-day option trade that I'm actually doing. And so on the 10th, I was, like I say, I was in and out. On the 11th, I was in and out. You can pause and look at the details. I was in and out on the 12th, no problem. The 13th and 14th, let's get those down here. Right here, only because one of these days I was in, and then I got out right away. See, again, I'm still making mistakes, and I don't want to be making those kind of mistakes trading 100 contracts. Trading 1 or 2 contracts, even 10 contracts, it's not that big of a deal. But trading 100 contracts and making a mistake like that, that's still clearing $1,000, and getting 10 cents on the trade. But I don't want to be making any mistakes like this at all, and especially because again, it costs you a little bit more to do that 100 on one of the platforms. It costs you a little bit more to do the trade. But then after that, I ended up I jumped right back in there and got right back into the market. That's why this day was a little bit later, because of the mistake that I had made. But I jumped right back in, and 275 credit and got out at 195. So it was a good day. Then yesterday, Friday, almost got that dollar again, and the market was, it definitely would, as you saw, the market stayed within the thing. So I leave these numbers like this. It would have closed at where I had it set, where I wanted to have it set, and I wanted to have it set at 210, but it ended up giving me a mid price. That's one of the things that I've been seeing on the virtual account. It closes at mid a lot of times, and it'll fill at mid. My fills in live account filling at mid, it's not a big deal. I see that a lot, but closing at mid, I don't see that a lot. I'll be honest about it. Here, now this is 2 weeks ago. I didn't show the spreadsheet. I'm showing the spreadsheet now. 10 contracts, and this is where I started. I'm getting where I'm not going to be doing this in the virtual account anymore. I won't even be sure if I do it in the virtual. If I do it in the virtual account, I'm going to show it because it's in the other sheet. But you won't be seeing these in the virtual account anymore. But trading 10 contracts, you can almost just take a zero away from these numbers here. So 10 contracts, I made 90 cents. That equates to $900, for the day. And the rest of the days that you can see here, when you make $1, that's $1,000 for the day. 30 cents is $3,000 for the day. $1 again, another $1,000 for the day. For the week, that 2 weeks. This is a week ago, not this past week. It was a $40,000 week, Then this week here, it was another good week. And I did make the one mistake here. See, like I said, even that 10-cent mistake, you end up again, since I'm always trying to set it at a lower number. I don't know. I was probably clicking it down from where I had got in at, and for some kind of reason, I don't know how that thing executed or what happened there. But that's the little things you got to watch, and you got to get where you always verify. I'm always using limit orders, so I need to they give you a confirmation screen, and I'm thinking about making a video about how I go about doing all that. And on that confirmation screen, you should make sure you verify that everything on that confirmation screen looks correct, and before you actually submit it. So and I didn't do it on this thing, and I ended up getting 10 cents. And because again, it'll close right away a lot of times. And that's what a couple people that I'm actually talking to about this, showing them how you can get into this trade and be out of this trade and make $2,000 to $3,000 a lot of times real quick. Based on the time that you actually get into the trade, though. That's what I've been seeing, and I don't know if it's going to continue happening like that or not, but that's what I've been seeing here lately. And that's why you want to take some time to kind of you want to see you will never see all conditions in the market, because the market is different every day. You need to get used to that too, and just try to see how things work out on the big picture. And as you can see, this week it ended up being a pretty good week too, 42,000 for the week. And that's pretty much it. That's all I really want to share. If you guys are interested, give me a couple likes, make a comment, and say, yeah, I'd like to see that. And I'll show you how I'm how I go through rebooting the. I usually reboot the computer every morning nowadays. If there's no update, if there's an update, I'm not rebooting because I don't know if the update going to cause me all kind of problems and issues. But if no update, I go ahead and reboot the computer. I reboot the platform. I stage my order. And then once my order is staged and once the market opens, I look where my 0.2 deltas are at, and then I adjust my order to get me in at those 0.2 deltas. I look where the market is at and see if I'm okay with that credit. I look for that credit to be anywhere from $2 to $2.50 is what is ideal. I like it to be around at $2.50. And lately we've been getting $2.50 to over $3. Then I'll show you how I get into that trade, how I set up my alerts. I set an alert upon my order to help me get out of the order instead of having it set and to get me out too fast, because that happens a lot. That happens a lot in the virtual account, and I know that won't happen in the live account. So I want it to be close to where I'm actually going to be getting out in my live account. So I got where I set an order and I set an alert for where I actually want to get out at. And then I go about setting up my screens with those my lines where I sold that. Some people can look. You can do the same thing, something very similar like that on the option chain platform, where you just see your order sitting out there and you can watch it that way. I'm a technical trader. I like watching charts, so I like having my information on my chart. So that's the way I do it. So again, everybody is different. I realize that. So this is just this is the way I like doing it. And if you'd like to see that, just give me a ping, make a comment, and I'll do a short video on that. And that short video, I've done it for a couple other people. It's about 30 minutes, but with that videos, they have a little bit more information. Because again, they're people that I trade with already and stuff, and they're kind of interested in what I'm doing since I stopped doing a lot of other stuff. This is working and all, because I don't to me, all I'm doing this for is just to make money. That's it. And I find something that's making me money, and I'll stick with that. I don't need to trade anything else. That's it. It's making me consistent money. And I can see where it's going to be making me $40-some thousand a week. Yeah, I'm gonna be okay with that. I'm already trying to move. That's enough of that. But that's it. That's all I really want to share. I hope this is being helpful, and hope you guys had a great week. Hope you guys having a great weekend, and I'll talk to you next week. Have a good one. Bye.